everybody, and welcome to another movie torture where we watch the movie so we torture ourselves so you don't have to go through it. And with us, as always, is the host with the most, Brad, bringing the game. Kara joining us today on the podcast, and myself, Jacob, as we get to dive in to the well acclaimed Joker 2. Let's get at it.
Jacob, first I want to ask, how in the world did we get Kara to come back? That's the first biggest question.
That's true. That's true. She made it through the first one. She's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get one more run.
She's giving us one more shot, and we choose Joker 2 to shoot that bullet.
True.
We're like, we got one bullet left. Let's shoot Joker 2.
We're like, Carrie, you did so well on the first one. Here's Joker 2 for you, okay?
Your reward is a big turd in the mail. Oh my gosh, it's good to be back. We haven't done one since we recorded Red One with Kara.
It's been a while. Yes.
Yeah. So, well, with Kara. Oh, that is a masterpiece when you put it beside this movie, for sure.
It is.
That's hardcore master
right there.
Red One is the Citizen Kane of movie tortures compared to this one.
Yeah.
This one, we got to get it. Jacob, first, hey, Kara, how you doing? You been doing okay? Good. How's everything at the jail? We need to know updates. How's the jail going?
I like how you present that like Kara's actually in jail. You're like, how's jail? Like, are you doing good in there? Glad you can join us on this pod.
How's jail, Kara? Is it really good? Are you eating good in jail? You get that? What do you think the letters are like when you're in jail? Like, I would want my wife to write me every day, and then I'd want them to be seductive letters for myself, like I miss your hot body. But hers would be more like, I'm taking care of your son. You're welcome. Yeah. Oh, they get email? Whoa, you get an iPad in jail? I could use one now.
They're definitely reading everything you're putting on that iPad.
So you can't go to adult sites without them knowing. Oh my gosh, Carrie, you have homework. We need to know what is the iPad internet usage? Is it like public school? MTD is texting me right now saying he sees only Jacob and I. He doesn't see Kara. I know. Maybe he's got the glasses on that doesn't show women. He might be wearing the only men glasses.
We see.
He says can't hear her at all. It's weird. I don't understand that. MTD.
I don't either.
I'm going to tell him to log out and go back in. I would suspect, though, the internet usage at the jail is ripe with bad stuff. I would think has to be. They're not going on like wholesome sites. I doubt they're going on the foxnews.com site. Probably, yeah, they're probably going on the adult sites, I would assume. And
that's true.
Gosh. So they can tune into us. That's
right.
Yeah, he said he's only seeing us. It's so weird. He just screenshotted. Look at this. He screenshotted you and I, Jacob.
I'm pulling it up on mine. I want to see.
Yeah, Jacob's going to solve this problem. He must have put the he has the no woman filter on his YouTube. That's the problem.
No, yeah, it's really weird. So here we go.
It's just coming up us. Wow. That's amazing.
I have to say, Brad, I think this is your fault because you made her come out of portrait mode. You kicked her out of the view.
Yeah, go back in, log out, and come back in and join us, Kara. Yeah, she's gonna log out and come back in. Well, we're gonna
Let's
solve
see
this.
if that fixes it.
I do like the idea of MTD having a filter that shows no women on YouTube. I don't want to see the broads. No broads on the YouTube.
I told you, I don't want them reviewing movies.
Yeah, I don't want them reviewing movies. No woman can review a movie. That's MTD. He's got the no woman filter. He doesn't want to see any. Wait, now I'm hearing myself in here, Jacob.
Yeah. Now Kara's got 2 spots.
Okay,
oh, there we go. And hey, good news.
Yeah.
She lost the
She's
spot.
in. She's
Maybe
in.
I was hearing it on your phone. Maybe that's what I.
Not the volume off.
Okay, he says now I see her.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
Which
in.
is good. Which is good. But I still hear some reverb in mine. But oh well, we'll make it work. So
We're good.
yeah, we were talking about we like the idea of MTD having a no woman filter on his YouTube.
Oh,
Any
okay.
woman is filtered out. I don't want to see a woman. I need to be focused.
Only men can review movies.
Only men can be on the movie torture.
Yeah.
Hannah was supposed to join us tonight,
Okay.
but she called out sick about an hour ago. So sorry, MTD. First Lady is not here tonight. She is missing
you're
tonight.
missed.
Not feeling well. We are wishing you to get better soon because we miss you. She hasn't been on in about a month, right?
It's been a while, yeah.
Oh man, gotta talk about that. Anyway, Jacob, what movie are we doing tonight?
We are doing Joker 2, which for most people, if they had paid any attention to this movie, did not get good reviews. It was right through the coals. My quick story was me and Brad were watching this movie. We're watching it with our lovely wives. And unfortunately, my wife would not allow us to fast forward through any of it. We're like, can we speed this along a bit? She's like, no, we watched the whole
Oh
thing.
my
Yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
she was like a drill sergeant, Jacob.
She was.
Well, I
She
watched
was-
it when I had a sinus infection. Thinking it can be worse than this, but the movie was even worse.
Would you rather have a sinus infection or watch the Joker 2 on repeat for 24 straight hours?
The sinus infection. without
Sinus
a doubt.
infection, hands down.
Yeah.
Would you rather have explosive diarrhea, Kara, or watch this for 6 hours straight?
How long's the explosive diarrhea for?
6 hours.
Just
And-
diarrhea?
And you are in Times Square.
I'm a huge germaphobe, so I'm going with the Joker too, just because I've spent much time in Times Square, and it's you'll catch stuff.
Bathrooms
Hey.
are hard to find in New York City. They're hard to find.
Do you know?
I'm just
back in
throwing out
my
there. They
younger
sell
days-
adult diapers.
In my younger days, I used to take the Long Island Railroad to go out in the city with my friends. And we were in our early 20s, and I have a distinct memory of my shoes hurting and walking barefoot through Times Square onto the subway, onto Penn Station, and back home barefoot.
Ugh.
Wait a second, Kara. You walk barefooted, but you refuse to put your butt cheeks on a toilet seat in New York City.
Yeah, well, that's called growth. It's called growing up. My precious butt cheeks on anything that doesn't have. I build the nest first, like with the toilet paper. I get it.
Oh, that's too much work, man. I just go straight to the business.
I've matured since my younger days.
Now, I went barefooted, Kara, when I was in the military. We were in Thailand, and I went barefooted through Thailand at the age of 20.
Okay.
And my feet have never been the same. I feel like something happened there. It was weird. My feet are gross now. They're
I was
like,
gonna say, do you have all your
they're damaged.
toes?
I do have my toes, but I was like, I'm barefooted. I'm cool. That's not cool. It's
No.
not.
Do you know? You're like probably the 5th person that I've heard has gone to Thailand and come back altered in some way, health wise.
Oh my gosh. At least it's
Yeah.
my feet, not other things.
Yeah.
Jacob, you'll be shocked by this because I don't have the nicest bod now. But back in the day in Thailand, I wore a wife beater. That was my shirt of choice around town.
Oh.
I would not do that now. I would feel like I was weird if I did that. But, when you're younger, when I was young, I used to run every day, and I would go out and run in the parks with no shirt on. Go figure. Now I look at those guys, I'm like, what are you trying to show me here? I don't really need to see that.
I mean, I do believe you. I have seen your Bible, or not your Bible, but your encyclopedia photo. Encyclopedia salesman
gosh,
photo.
yeah, I've seen that. I was skinny, yes. Kara, do the guys with no shirt at the park, how is that for you, a woman? Is that like a, yeah, I like seeing that? Or is that like a, put a shirt on, bro?
I think it depends. If you're younger, because a lot of the kids, there's a high school over here, so a lot of the kids take their shirt off when they run. I think it's more of a kid thing. Like my nephews, they're kids, they take their shirt off when they play. I think as you get older, maybe like in your 30s, put your shirt on.
That's what I mean, in your 30s. I'm not talking 18. I'm talking,
okay,
I'm
okay.
35. I'm 45 running down the street. I pass you with my shirt off running. You're thinking, put your shirt on, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking Magic Mike, put your shirt on.
Hey, I would be a compliment. That would be nice. If somebody call me Magic Mike, I'm like, okay, I look Channing Tatum over here.
I don't think that would encourage him to put his shirt back on.
No, that would make me say, Kristen, I'm never putting my shirt on again. Shirtless. No, I just wondered that with women.
You got to say it in the New York way, like, hey, Magic Mike, put your shirt on. Like very sarcastic.
Hey, Magic Mike, put your shirt on over here.
Yeah.
Something like that. Oh, I don't want to see those things are flapping over here.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this, Kara. As a woman,
Yes.
Does the guy who pulls up beside you in the car and like revs the engine or whistles, is that attractive?
So I just turned 39, so I really will take anything I can get. But
Oh my gosh.
but most of the time, probably not. Definitely not a rev of the engine. Definitely not.
Okay, let's think about Joker and what's her name, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
Could he pull Harley Quinn by just revving an engine? I think he could.
As the Joker, yes.
Yeah.
No, as the nut guy, as the nut job in the nut house.
Maybe.
Sure.
What? Do you think he would get on the Tinder and the Bumble as Joker? Is he getting on it? Is he getting on that? Because I feel like that's a little unsafe at times, right? Like you might meet.
I've heard. I'm not on it, but I've heard it could be very weird.
So where do people meet people today? Like he met Harley Quinn singing in a class.
In a mental institution.
Yeah.
Is that the best place to meet a girl? It's a mental institution.
I mean,
Or did he?
I'll stay tuned. I may have to.
Kara, will you check into a mental institution for us?
One of my friends is a nurse at a mental institution.
Okay, you go undercover at a mental institution and see if there's a man there who might whistle at you. And you could join a singing class.
Okay.
And maybe said man is in singing class, and then you could weirdly talk to him and then hang out by his steps when you check yourself out. Can we make this happen? And then you come back, report to us how it went meeting said man in mental institution.
Yes, I'll just have to go home to go to the bathroom because
you won't use it at the mental institution.
It just does that. It's not happening.
There's that. This place, Arkham Asylum. That's where we're at, right? Is it
Yes.
Arkham Asylum?
It's Arkham.
This looks like a total dumper. Like it looks horrible, right?
It looks like a 1940 hospital.
Yeah, does Joker take place in the 70s? Or they just don't say? Because
I think it's the 80s,
all
right?
depends. It's like the 80s, 90s. Yeah, it's a lot of times 80s, 90s.
Okay.
This movie's in the 80s. It's got to be the 80s, right? But it felt like Robert De Niro was in the 70s.
That's what I
No, I think this particular Joker was like 70s.
Okay, we're talking about this particular Joker. Is it 70s or 80s, Jacob?
I think it was 70s, like late 70s.
That's
Just
what
from
I
like
thought.
the talk show looked very 70s. Like in the first
suits
one,
were
and this kind of
Yeah.
the suits were very even like the
Polyester.
prison guard suits
Yeah.
was.
Okay, so we start this movie out with I would say quite possibly the best part of this whole movie. I think it went downhill after the cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when we watched this, Jacob. First off, can we get charged with spousal abuse making our wives watch this movie? Like, does this
We might.
constitute abuse? Could they say, you abused us because you made us watch this?
But who was abused? Because Laura wouldn't let us stop watching it. We were trying to end it. She's like, no,
You're not
finish this
stopping this. We're finishing every word. And we have so much to say about time in this movie because it is very slow. The time is slow.
But
Jacob.
yes.
What was you going to say?
I will say, like you were bringing about, like it was like almost that old Warner Brothers entrance to a movie where they did the whole cartoon in the beginning, like the Who Framed Roger Rabbit, all that stuff at the beginning. So that was fun. They could have ended it there, and I'd been like, "This is a great movie."
Yeah, I thought that was so
But
good
then it
the way they
continued.
did that.
Would this movie have been better had it just been a cartoon like that the whole time?
I feel like it.
I don't know what could have made this movie better.
It not aired.
A script?
It's weird because the script. It has to be because you had all the elements. You already have a successful franchise. You have two amazing actors, talented beyond talented. What happened? Was it the story?
It could. Well, like
What
this
story are you talking about, though? There's no
That's what I'm
story.
saying. Yeah, there
But
was
you
no
don't know what's going on. Like number one with Harley Quinn, or if you wanted the Lady Gaga, the Lady Gaga who was in the movie, really served no purpose in this movie whatsoever. It's like, why are you even here? Why are you even in this movie? Because it really didn't add anything to it whatsoever.
No, I just feel like if you could have grabbed 10 people off the street and given them a week at like a writer's table, they really could have done a better job.
What do you think? I mean, I guess we need to say what this movie's about. It's about nothing. I mean, the 1 minute description is it's nothing. Really, this movie is about nothing.
Yeah.
Well, basically, you get to the end, you're like, was this even real? Was this all in his head?
We got to get to that, Jacob, because it's confusing. But back to the beginning, I agree with you. I feel like I want to know why they chose to go musical. The first movie was great. I would say the first movie is 4 stars easily.
Yeah. Yes,
For sure.
This movie's the opposite. It's like they had a winner. They took a Rolls Royce and they crapped it down to a Hyundai.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they put a bumper sticker on it.
Oh, they definitely put a bumper sticker on it. But they start singing. But again, the music doesn't even push the story along.
It doesn't.
Like,
That's the problem. I feel like when I first read that it was a musical with Lady Gaga, I thought it was going to be fantastic. I thought, like, what a different spin, because you really can't recreate the first one. So what a different spin, and they're probably going to do great covers. That's going to move the story along, and it's just going to be weird and wild and cool. And it wasn't. The songs were terrible. They chose really like obscure covers.
Yeah.
And I just
the Lady Gaga thing, I don't like her. I'm not a fan of her. I've seen one movie. I think I told you, Kara. It was was it Gucci, House of Gucci?
yeah.
But here's the thing. Again, I will stand by this. This movie would have been way better if it had picked up right when the last one left off. He busts out of the Arkham and he runs around New York City, burning places down and looting, and he meets Harley Quinn. She joins in, and they continue the destruction of Gotham with the police after them the whole movie. And at the end, you realize they're not even the Joker and Harley Quinn. They're just two people trying to be something they're not. I think that would have been way better.
That would be way better.
Yes.
100%.
And it's violent.
Songs in there if you feel so inclined.
While they're like burning places down, they're singing.
Yeah.
You remember Jacob, Carrie, did you ever see the 89 Batman?
Of
Yes.
course.
Remember the scene where Joker's destroying things and Prince is playing?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great iconic scene. They could have done that in this with the Joker singing with with Harley Quinn as they murder people and burn places down.
Yeah.
It would have been way more entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
for
gonna say
sure.
that's how this movie should have been. It was like almost like the 1980s original Batman Joker and playing that whole scene out. Like get rid of Arkham, do all that. He's just in the town with Harley Quinn. They're just tearing it up. It's fun stuff. You've been better put Batman in this movie. At least it would have added some kind of value to it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He wants Batman the whole movie, but Batman knows he's not the real Joker, so Batman never comes to fight him.
That's true.
Batman lets him. No. In my movie, that's what
Yeah.
that would be amazing. He is begging the Batman, please, Batman. You see him talking, Batman, come see me. And Batman never comes because Batman knows he's not even real. And at the end, the real Joker shows up
Yeah.
Yeah.
and goes, thanks for doing my bidding. And he kills him. See? and then he takes Harley Quinn and he kisses her. Boom. Just like
And
that.
she was in on it all along.
Yes, she worked the crazy guy the whole movie.
Yeah.
And he kills Arthur at the end, and he's like, "Thank you." And then she goes, "I miss you," with her, Harley Quinn accent, chewing gum. And then he goes, "I'm back, baby." And he
That
goes, "Now
was
let's go
good
get the
too.
Batman."
Yeah, because they had Two-Face, like the origin story, kind of a Two-Face at the end, right? That's his name, Two-Face.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
stupid. But
Yes.
And I didn't even, because he's a lawyer, and then he gets blasted with the stuff, and I was thinking to myself, but that's it? That's all they're going to talk about with him?
Oh yeah.
So, 'cause I
That's
thought
all you get.
I thought the whole point of like this Joker, like this Joaquin Phoenix Joker, is that no other Batman characters are a part of it.
That's how the original was supposed to be.
That's what it should have been. I thought it was, but they're trying. I think, well, for one, MTD lets us know, Kara, the budget's $190 million on this movie.
For what?
Insane.
Which is less than Red One, I will say. Which
It's
is
true,
less
it
than
is.
Red One. But I don't know what they spent $190 million on, because they could have used a soundstage for Arkham and for the courthouse, because that's all. The whole movie
That's all
takes
it was.
place in Arkham and the courthouse.
Yeah.
Correct.
The only time you enjoy this movie, or you're just happy it's almost over, is when he's in the taxi cab at the end. And you're like, oh wow, we get to see sunlight. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know what they spent $190 million. How much do you think Joaquin Phoenix got paid for this?
He probably got paid a decent amount, and also you had to pay for the Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Do you know
Who
what
made more, her or him?
He definitely got
Ooh.
more.
He definitely.
Worldwide gross $206 million. This movie, for one, Kara, if I went to the theater and saw this, I would rather take a 2x4 to the skull, I think, than to sit in a theater and watch.
My sister actually saw. My sister's like a huge Lady Gaga fan, and she went and saw it in the movie theater. And she said people at the end were just like, that stayed, were just like, okay, what? And it was all, huge Lady Gaga fans, because she has a huge following. So people just saw this just for her, and just everybody was perplexed.
And even if you're going to put Lady Gaga in the movie, like give her something good to sing. Like everything she sang in the movie was terrible. Like it wasn't even good.
Yeah.
She earned $12 million for this movie.
That's
and
a lot
he
of
earned
money.
$20. So that's only $32 million. Where's the rest of this? Is it marketing? Like, where did this? If it's $32 million for the main two stars, you still are missing
That's a lot.
$58 million.
I mean,
That cartoon.
the cartoon.
Oh my gosh.
The explosive.
That couldn't have been much.
Know.
That's
MTD,
crazy.
what do you think? Why do you think it costs so much? I don't understand the salary. I really don't.
Real quick too, like towards the beginning, like the whole storyline, like you said, or lack of storyline, we can say that also, was just weird. Like every interaction in the jail cell, everything, like you get very limited reactions in Arkham, but like the main ones you get is like when that one other crazy dude comes up, he's like, the guard said you're a good kisser. We're like, what? Like what? Like out of nowhere, and it's like, what does this mean? Like, it's so weird.
But Jacob, little did we know, Kara and me and you, that they were setting this up.
They were
early to let you know those guards are raping Joker.
They're doing some funny business. Yes.
Oh, they're raping him.
What?
They're getting him.
Yeah.
You didn't get that, Kara? Oh my gosh.
So
They
when
totally-
they bring there's like 3 of them, right, Brad? I think 3 of them. They drag him back to like the showers, and they like punch him in the stomach. And the Joker says, "You're not going to take me out to dinner first." And then they basically go behind the shower wall where you really can't see, and they drop him to the ground. And
I thought they were just beating him up.
No,
not
no.
quite.
They
Not the
were
way you
taking
think.
advantage of him.
Oh no, I missed that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's not even needed in this movie.
It's not.
Well, I don't know why they felt, but it's the guard who gets him into the singing class that really
Correct.
is the bad guy.
Yeah,
He's the bad guy.
He's Mad Eye Moody and Harry
Yes.
Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
That's
good
what I
actor.
keep thinking of.
He's
Yeah,
a
but
good actor, but he's the
now
one.
I can't see him as Mad Eye Moody. I see him as the horrible guard. Oh my gosh, I totally did not pick up on that. I thought they were just beating him up.
No,
And
we got
then-
some homework. Watch it again, Kara, and
No,
pick it up for us.
And then you have this.
I believe you.
She's
lady-
like, I'll take your word.
Yeah.
You have this Lady Gaga character who just self-checked her into Arkham and can self-check her out of Arkham. Like that whole storyline was really weird. And
Yeah.
like visiting him in his solitary confinement lockup. I'm like, none
Can
of
you
this.
can you self check in like it's a resort to Arkham? Is that a
Not-
thing?
I mean, some people, I don't know, maybe. I thought Arkham was supposed to be like for the ultra crazies of Gotham.
Yeah, that's how it's always portrayed.
That's where
Maybe there's a
MTV
separate
hangs out
section.
by Arkham. He catches the bad. He's like, "You want more work from me? I'm going to teach you how to be a real baddie."
Oh,
That's what he does.
He's a frequent flyer.
Yeah, I'm a frequent visitor to the Arkham Asylum. Could you imagine having to work there every day? Like all 4 of us just heading into Arkham.
no.
What you
How
doing
do-
today, Jacob?
How do you not go insane yourself? Like you would go crazy.
Yeah.
Do you want that all day long? I work in retail and that drives me crazy. I couldn't imagine doing that.
Oh, I don't know.
You spend all day at a dingy place that has bad lighting, and you have to deal with, and it's got to stink, right? They don't shower well there. There's no
No.
way. There's no showering.
No.
No.
If there is, don't drop the soap because
Yeah.
the Joker found that out.
Yeah.
Um,
Once again, I'd have to go home every day to go to the bathroom. I wouldn't be able to go there.
yeah. Who would want to? I would rather go in New York City than Arkham
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One time we were in New York City and it hit me like a ton of bricks in the subway. And we looked everywhere for toilets out in the streets. It was so hard. Then I had to pay. I had to pay to use the restroom. Some of those
That's
places
insane.
make you put like quarters in, or you got to buy something to get a restroom key. You can't just go into a restaurant and say, I got to use the bathroom. They lock all the doors. Am I wrong, Kara? They do, right? I feel like it's locked.
So they probably heard your accent and were like,
Ah,
"Oh yeah."
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
It
you.
was like we got a sucker here.
You
You're
have
We
to
got a
paying
go
us.
sucker.
and go like, "Hey, I gotta go." Well, you know, like,
Hey. Hey, I gotta friggin' go to the friggin' restroom over
yeah,
here.
yeah. And I don't
They would
think
say
it's you, but you know, they unfortunately some people take advantage.
Oh, I guess I got taken advantage of then, Jacob. Sheesh. Um,
Poor man just trying to make a poop. And
Yeah.
I know. I just need to take a dump, and I can't even get in your bathroom. Like, let's
Yeah.
leave you a surprise. So anyway, back to this movie. So
Yes.
we have this movie. He meets her singing. Is it love at first sight? I mean, she is eyeballing this guy like he is Channing
Well,
Tatum.
I think she stalked
Yeah.
him, right? She kind of stalked him a little bit. Like she signed herself in so she could meet him. She's like his #1 fangirl, right? That's what I got
kind
from
of.
this?
Yeah.
So I think it was all part of her plan. She's kind of brilliant.
Did the cop know that? Is that why he wanted Joker in the singing room so he could meet her?
But wasn't the cop wanted to be in his own singing thing? So I think he was just dragging the Joker along with so he could do his singing thing.
I didn't think
Oh.
about that.
Oh, so he wouldn't look like he was just only wanting to sing.
Right. He brought the Joker along because then there's
Oh.
that scene where half the time Joker's just sitting on the hallway with the Lady Gaga and the cop is in there singing and doing his thing.
Maybe.
Because the
It's I'm just
who
thinking
knows?
that-
Like
this movie is so stupid. Like
It's so stupid.
It is
She
dumb.
literally sets the building on fire and no one's aware. It's just like, someone got the
Yeah.
building on fire.
Yeah, and she gets to like walk around like she's a cop there. I still feel like
Yeah.
if I checked myself in, the guards would not let me just roam the facility.
No, because you could pass things to other inmates.
Yeah, like
Right.
I could slip Jacob a shiv, and he would have the shiv to then shiv you to get out.
Yeah,
Not you,
Yeah.
Carrie. He's not going to shiv you.
that's okay.
He's a fan of yours. He doesn't
And
want to
then-
shiv his co-host of Reality Redux.
Listen, if he's in Arkham, though, he might want to shiv anybody just to get out. I don't take
That's
it
true.
personally.
I'm shiving if I'm in Arkham.
Survival
I'm
of the
definitely
fittest.
shiving.
I mean,
We talked
I'm
last
shivving
time
my
on the
brains
pod.
out if I can.
Oh my gosh, Garrett. Look, we talked about this last time. This is what I would do. We talked about how you and I would definitely be cell wives
Yes.
immediately. But see, the thing is, I thought about this, Garrett. I come in, I shiv someone immediately, first day. I just take the big guy and I shiv him and he's dead.
Okay.
Everybody's scared of me at that point. They're like, this little guy, he'll shiv you. And I'll be like, yeah, you're next, boy. That's what I'd say.
Listen, I think that's a good plan.
Am I getting a life sentence? Yes, after I murder a man in prison. I'm definitely getting the life sentence, but
you're now the boss.
I'm now the boss. I'm the guy that goes through. They come to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? That
Give me
guy
your
is my
suit.
cell wife. Get
Yeah.
in here.
And you could take full
You're going to
showers.
wash my clothes. Huh?
You can take showers in peace.
Yeah,
You
I
can.
walk in the shower, Kara. Everybody leaves.
Please.
I'm
Yeah.
that scary. They're like, this little guy, he will shiv you. He will shiv you hard. You will not want to be shivved by Brad. That's the
Yeah.
move. You just MTD. Are you shivving first day in prison? You got to be, right? Carrie, are you going to shiv? You shivving or what?
No, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm still going with the girlfriend route.
You're just embracing that? Oh my gosh. I don't want to settle for that.
You ever see those dogs that just automatically lay down on their back?
Just
Oh,
give up.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, but what if you become a cell wife of someone that's just not attractive? See, I'd rather be the cell wife of someone that's at least partially attractive.
It's jail. I don't think you have much options.
Yeah.
You probably don't.
Past it.
I mean,
It's not
prime
about the
example,
looks.
It's not about the looks. I want the biggest gal.
That's true.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I guess
Shaved
you're right.
head,
You don't want the
450.
smallest gal. Hmm?
It's a shaved head, 450. I mean,
Yeah. You want a girl that's got a shaved head, 450, 18 chins,
Some sort
and
of
you get to sleep
reptile-
under one of them.
Yeah, some
Hmm?
sort of reptile tattoo somewhere.
yeah.
On the neck. You got to have the neck, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Go
The
for a
neck-
face tattoo. You know they're more crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'll
The,
take it.
the neck tat amazes me because you get the neck tat, it's over. Like you can't get a normal job anymore because you're
I totally disagree. I think they're
You-
so mainstream now.
what?
Now they are.
Oh yeah, I
Really?
see so many young people with
Yeah.
small neck tattoo. Yeah, a lot.
It's pretty common. now.
Okay,
You-
okay,
you
maybe
go
the
fight
face
old
tat.
Mike Tyson and get the whole face done.
Ugh.
But Mike Tyson's got tons of money. The face tat, then, Kara, you are giving up on working corporate America with a face
for
tat.
Oh, yeah.
sure, for sure.
That you can only work tattoo parlors at that point,
Sure.
Yes.
or
You're a good
prison.
artist.
Or prison. Yeah.
How do they give tats in prison?
It's
Pens.
something with pens. Yeah.
Yeah, they drain the ink out of them and then pound it into your skin.
Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. I feel like I would get AIDS from that in some way.
I'm sure you get.
I mean, you
something.
could. Yeah.
Hepatitis.
Jacob had a good line about AIDS one time we were talking about it on the show. On movie torture. What was that line you had, Jacob? I made a drop
Life
with it.
doesn't have to stop when you have to get the shot.
Because we talked about those shots in the commercials for people that want to
Oh,
not
yeah,
have
yeah,
AIDS or get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that. It sounded too COVID-y, so we didn't really go along with the
We
joke
did.
as far. We were talking about the COVID shot, but we weren't. We were talking about AIDS shot.
Speaking of prison,
Yes.
You prison. Yeah.
speaking of prison, they also another big part of this movie they don't explain, we haven't touched yet. The weird dude that keeps looking at the Joker, but they don't explain who he is, why he's doing it. He's just always kind of like sitting in the background, just staring at the Joker. Did you miss that? I think Karen needs to rewatch this whole movie.
What? I think I blocked a lot of this out.
Did you watch the Joker too, or did you
I
watch
did.
like Beyond Batman or something?
You know what? I was on heavy Dayquil, but
I mean, that's fair.
remember this movie.
Yeah, so there's a guy that bringing him in. They don't talk about him. They don't say nothing. He never says anything until the very end of the movie. But the whole time he's just constantly just staring at the Joker.
What does he say at the end of the movie?
Well,
Which guy?
the one at the very end that ends up stabbing Arthur
Right.
Yeah.
in Arkham.
He's
That
the
guy.
Joker, I
But
guess.
throughout the whole movie, he is constantly just staring at Arthur.
Oh, the other inmate.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
But throughout the movie until the end, you're like, what is this? This don't even mean anything.
Oh,
It's so
okay.
weird.
Because I think I kept saying in the movie, like, what is this guy? What is he gonna do? And you're
You
like,
did,
I don't
yeah.
know. We're gonna figure it out, I guess. And I'm like, I don't really care. Laura, can we stop it? No, we're not stopping it.
Yeah.
Kara, at one point, I was like, we paused it.
Oh my, this
And-
is funny.
This had to be one of the saddest moments of 2024 for me because we paused it and it literally had felt like an hour and a half in this movie. And we
40 minutes in.
had an hour and a half left of this movie.
Did.
Oh.
Everybody's
And-
hearts broke.
And Laura, his wife, is reading on, I guess, Wikipedia or something, the chapters of the movie.
Yeah.
And she's like, we're only on the third paragraph. We still have like 6 paragraphs. And I'm like,
Right.
Oh,
Uh,
devastating.
but this was after the hour and a half. This was like, we paused it
It was.
again and there was 50 minutes left. And she's like, we're still on just the third paragraph. We've got 3 more left.
Oh,
That is so discouraging.
yeah.
My wife, she's sleeping too, by the way. Remember, Jacob? She's like,
She was. I mean,
she's snoring, man.
she was
is
the smart
out.
one out of all of us. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm
She
out.
really was. She really was. It
It was probably. I wish I could have filmed it so we could have posted it. Just like you probably seen the heartbreak in every single one of our faces as soon as that pause button was hit. We're like an hour 50 left. Like there was probably grown men crying.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was rough. It was rough.
It was a piece of me died that night when I was, it's like, this is not good because I know in my mind the red one we're watching next is 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm doing the math. I'm like, we're gonna be here till 11, easy.
Yeah.
it was a long night of.
It was it
Great
was fun with
movie.
friends. It was fun with friends, but terrible like centerpiece of our night. I mean, we
Yeah.
got there, we ate pizza, and then we turned these movies on.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so depressing. I'd rather it had a sinus infection like Kara with Dayquil.
Yeah. I remember
that's the thing.
I
Okay.
paused it. I ate lunch. I remember being like, it was a lot to keep going back to.
Boston at lunch. You-
I couldn't. It
And
was
then-
grossing me out how skinny he was, so I couldn't eat it and watch the movie.
Yeah,
he is very skinny, right?
Yes.
Like
is that
is that
CGI
real?
or that's him?
I think that
we
was
don't
him.
know. I think that was real because we were reading stuff like he goes into full character.
And he just smokes so much, and he really smokes in real life. He cannot be healthy.
No.
MTD wants to know if Ashley would have made it through this movie. Ashley is
I would
also
give her
on
10
movie
minutes.
torch. She's making it 10 minutes. There's no way. There's
10
no way.
minutes and she's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way. Kara, how skinny is too skinny for you? Was he too skinny of a man for you to be
Oh my
attracted
God.
to him?
Way too skinny. Bones popping out. He was just sickly
And
looking.
he smoked
Yeah.
like a haystack. I
Oh,
mean, the
yeah.
guy. I felt like I got lung cancer just watching him smoke.
Just watching the movie.
And those are real cigarettes. He's really
Were they? He was smoking real heaters.
Yes, he chain smokes in real life.
That's crazy.
He's gonna get the lung cancer, right?
Has to.
He's a
But he
method
was
actor.
super skinny. He was skinny.
Yeah, I really thought like at some point, like if it was fake or that's really how skinny he was. I don't know.
I would like to get that skinny though. I would like to be that.
Yeah.
I'd like for somebody to go, Brad's really skinny. He needs to put some weight on. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. Or like, is everything okay with Kara? She's really skinny.
Right.
Does Karen have AIDS? And then you're like, no, she doesn't. She doesn't have AIDS. She's
She's on
good.
shot.
She
Things
spent a
I'll
week in
never hear.
No.
yeah, things that I'll never hear either, Jacob.
Yeah.
She spent a week in Ireland. She didn't eat. That's the thing, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
But as a man, do you prefer the fluffy or the skinny?
Personally, it varies, but I tend to stray on the side of skinny.
Oh,
I
okay.
would say, yeah, but it's just it just happens to be that way. I really don't think I have a preference, but looking back, I guess maybe I do.
You have a type, and they're skinny men.
I guess.
I
I guess. But I think I'm rare with that because I feel like most girls like bigger.
Huh? No.
That's
Most girls like tall, in shape men. That's the go. That's the go.
Sure, yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I mean, well, don't most guys like tall, in shape women? I think it's just kind of
No.
Oh, okay.
There's a guy I watched on Instagram Reel. It popped up one night, and he goes out and he asks women this question: would you date a short guy? Have you seen this guy?
No.
No.
Oh my gosh. He goes up to these randos at like young girls, they're like in college, and he'll be like, would you date a short guy? And he's short. And they're like, nah, we like tall guys. Tall guys are the best. That's what they do, right? And then his buddy hands him, this is the best thing. His buddy hands him a waist measure. And he goes, oh, good. Can we measure your waist in? Oh, it's so funny. Oh my gosh. They go like, you suck. They cuss him and they walk away. It's like, you're not doing that. He's like, well, a guy can't help his height, but you can help your waist. That's what he always says.
It's true. It's true.
It is true.
It is funny. Yeah. It's those people, they got stones. I could never do that. I'm too old to go around asking girls if they like short guys on the street. Like my wife would think I was weird, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, all I'm saying is fluffy is a shape. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
For all the fluffy men out there who are now discouraged because Kara only likes skinny dudes.
I guess.
They're like, I listened to this for Kara, and now she only likes skinny dudes.
Hearts crushed across the world.
The sons are working out tomorrow. They call MTD to get them in shape. Can you get me in shape, MTD? I want to look good for Kara.
Planet Fitness.
Most guys I've dated have been under 5'10".
How tall are you, Kara? How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
Under 5'10". Okay.
Because too tall is very weird looking.
Yeah, it is weird. It's like Tom Cruise looking.
Yeah, and I also think shorter guys kind of gravitate towards me because I am shorter.
You're like the gravitational pull to short single men.
Yes.
It's like, I can't help it. I'm getting closer to Kara. She's short.
I'm the short king whisperer.
The short king whisperer. Guys are going to start putting lifts in their shoes just to measure up to Kara now. Like, I'm tall. I've lost weight. I'm skinny. I said I could do it.
I've been going to Planet Fitness for a week.
MTD trained me. I've been eating bananas and apples. I quit eating cake. Please, Kara. You're my favorite on Movie Torture.
God. I try not to discriminate, though.
Oh yeah, you're an equal opportunity discriminator.
Exactly. I dislike everyone equally.
Equally, except you prefer in shape tall guys.
Short.
You like everyone
No.
except in.
She said under 5'10".
Under 5'10".
Oh,
that's not tall.
Well, that's tall to me. That's tall to me. I'm like 5'6", so I'll take 5'10".
That's in the range. That's in the range.
Okay, it's in the range.
Yeah.
I'm 6'2", well out of the range.
You're out of the range. You're a foot taller than Kara.
Yeah, you're a foot taller than me.
That'd be weird. She'd be like your daughter.
Neck problems for me.
She's holding your hand like this.
Yeah, it looks like a daughter holding her dad.
That's true.
weird.
It's so weird. Would MTD
Yeah.
in his younger days, would he date a taller girl? Because MTD's a little taller than me. What is he, like 5'8", 5'9"? Somewhere around in there, Jacob.
Yeah.
Would he date a taller woman? I want him to answer that in the chat if he can. But Kara, as we've learned, only likes 5'10" in shape, skinny dudes. So
Is it
skinny.
like when you're getting on the roller coaster, you have the little pole, you're like, oh, sorry, you're
No,
out.
you know what, I'm
she has to check you.
Too tall.
Kara, have you ever gone on a blind date
Yes, I have.
without ever speaking beforehand, just walking up and going, I guess this is who I'm eating dinner with tonight?
Correct. And it
Oh
was
my
before. So I think Facebook was out, but I don't think this was a couple of years ago. So it was right. Like there was no like Instagram, social media type stuff. So I didn't really even, you couldn't even like go and stalk your person on social media.
Okay.
It was my sister's boyfriend's friend. That was a setup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they were like, this guy's perfect for you. When you
Yes.
went out, was it like Harley Quinn Joker kind of chemistry, or was it not?
Yes. I remember we hit it off right.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It was Harley
Alright.
Quinn Joker chemistry.
Yes.
What happened?
We hit it off. We went on a
It
couple
ended quickly.
we lived in two different. He lived in Pennsylvania. I lived on Long Island. It just
Oh,
didn't work out.
that's a long
Yeah. That's a long way.
MTD says no tall women for me.
Damn.
Wait, that's the wrong thing. He says no tall women for me. He doesn't like tall
Nope.
women. Yeah.
Okay.
But the long distance relationship, Jacob, I feel like that's not a very good thing. I would not want to be a
No,
part
not
of
if
a
you
long.
meet for day one and then you're like that far apart. No, that ain't never working.
So
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was.
I wouldn't even
he
entertain
was-
that.
Yeah, he was living in the city, and it was the tail end. He just got a new job back in Pennsylvania, so he was only in the city for another. It was just bad timing.
Oh my gosh. MTD says he was fluffy. She's leaving that part out of the story. He was too fat for me.
No, he wasn't. And you know what? He was about 5'6", and he had bright red hair.
Oh, red. A redhead?
Yeah.
I never would have saw that coming, man. That's
yeah,
a
I told you,
curveball.
I try not to discriminate.
You definitely don't if you dated a redhead. All the men listening right now are like, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to try to lose weight.
They're all dyeing their hair.
Yeah, they're dyeing their hair red. They're going to show up.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get a shirt made, Jacob, in the store about something with Kara liking a redhead must be. We got to make fun of her
redhead.
somewhere. A skinny redhead. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Freckles? Freckles too?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm
Kara.
Irish. I'm Irish,
Yeah.
so I guess,
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, this is way more
Oh,
entertaining
yeah, I
than
got
the
the
actual
shirt.
movie.
You can't compete if you're fluffy and over 6 feet.
Oh, yeah, that's Kara.
That's
You
perfect.
can't compete if you're fluffy and over 6 feet. I like that. Doesn't want them too tall. Was there no? Let me ask you this: was there no men in Ireland on the floor that you were like, that guy's kind of hot. I kind of fits the bill.
So when I was filming the floor, I was in such a mental state of panic that
Okay.
that part of my brain was completely shut off. And every contestant I was with was gay. About 90% of the male contestants on that show were gay.
Oh my gosh, Kara, I gotta tell you something.
Yeah.
My 11-year-old.
You're gay?
Huh?
You're
Brett got so excited.
Oh yes, I need to tell you something. Kara, I'm happy. I'm very happy. No, I'm definitely straight and married to a woman. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
My 11-year-old son, he
Yeah.
says to me, Dad, there's a lot of gay people on the floor. And he watches it. Like it's a very, like, I feel like the straight man, like Kevin, who's been on, is in the minority
He sure was.
of the gay.
Yes.
Not there's anything, that's what you want to do, you do that. But I don't, I mean, it's not my jam. I don't like it. But
Right.
that's just me. But I'm just saying, my 11-year-old picked up what you just said. I think it's pretty funny that my 11-year-old saw that.
Yeah. And you know what? A lot of people at work were like, was that guy gay? I was like, yeah. It was, you know what it was? I think that show in its second season attracted a lot of people from the showbiz and entertainment world. a lot of people, even if they said their profession, were actors. Not that they were acting on that show, because they were definitely their authentic selves, but I think that I was one of the few people that were just regular, not in the show business.
Yes, because even Tim, who I really like, not gay by the way, Tim lives in
I
Wisconsin.
love Tim.
Yeah, Tim is great. He was on Win Ben Stein's Money. He's been he's been doing stuff.
Yes, and he's been on. I think he was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire as well.
Oh, he was. He talked about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a super interesting guy. And then the other guy was I forget his name, but he was a Jeopardy contestant.
Oh.
Yeah, the handful of, straight guys, they kind of did this. And one of the other straight guys, he was really nice. He was Robbie. He's a huge Instagram influencer. So I think he kind of just was there for a goof kind of. So yeah, I think it was a big, gay turnout, which is great.
Well, I'm saying this. If I was a single dude and not married,
yes,
I would want to go on the floor because I can shoot my shot. Yes. Jacob, you and I, single dudes, we go on the floor. We're the minority, and the chicks there, like Kara, she's focused on the floor.
Yeah.
We're focused on the girls.
Yeah. Well,
we capture them.
I'm focused on $250,000, but
Keelan, who won the show, is dating another contestant now. They're dating.
Is he dating Mina?
I told you.
No, he's dating Rita.
Rita. Jacob was like, he's dating Mina. I'm like, I don't think he's dating Mina. Jacob swears he was dating Mina.
No, he's dating Rita.
Which one was Rita?
Rita was Disney characters. She was on one episode.
Oh, I know you're talking about. She wore the weird outfit, right? She looked like a Disney character.
We all wore weird stuff. That was.
I'm just over here starting rumors on the floor like Brad. That's all.
No, Instagram official.
He swore it. Their Instagram official. He swore it. Oh, him and Mina. I was like, I don't think he's dating Mina.
No, I think Mina, through her Instagram, I think she has a boyfriend.
Okay, then it's not Keelan.
It's not Keelan is dating Rita.
Keelan won $250,000. I feel like it's easier to get chicks when you win $250,000.
That's true. In today's world, $250,000 doesn't go so far anymore.
And chop that in half because he lives in California, so they take half.
That's true.
Oh, so he gets what? $125,000.
Yes.
Oh, and then he spends most of that just on gas.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there you go. Congratulations.
So Keelan's not the winner. We're the winner.
Exactly.
Keelan should move. He should move to Texas where you don't pay state taxes. Then he gets $250,000.
Yeah.
I bet you pay astronomical taxes in New York.
Astronomical. It's outrageous.
Wow. It's got to be bad. It's can't even.
Bad. Yeah. I mean, I get some.
Uncle Sam needs his.
Yeah. And my accountant's absolutely amazing. So he finds every kind of loophole and stuff, but maybe I shouldn't say that. But
I need your accountant then.
I'll really be in jail. That I'll be able to do this podcast from that white guy.
Oh, that would be so epic. Let's bring this movie home.
Okay.
We got another pod we need to do. But here's the thing. I did want to mention the title. Joker Foil a Deux.
Yeah.
Stupid title. Jacob and I both were like, they should have just did the Hot Shots and went Joker Part 2.
Yep. Agreed.
or Part Ducks, as Angie would say. Doesn't she say it's ducks?
Ducks, yeah.
Yeah, they should do that, or Joker Deuce. They could do Deuce.
Or Douche.
Or Douche. Anything's better than Foila a Deux, whatever they're saying.
They should have introduced Lady Gaga as Lady Gaga the whole entire movie, because that's the only way.
They should have. And I would be remiss if my favorite line in this movie wasn't near the end, Jacob and Kara, when he goes, I don't want to sing anymore. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Please, no more singing. He finally recognized the stupidity of his singing.
The other big sad part in this movie was when he did get in the cab, because everybody that was watching this movie thought it was over. And we're like, okay, this movie's over. We paused it again. There were still 30 minutes left after that.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Jacob, I have a couple 5-star reviews here that I'm going to read. And this is from Elias Friends. This is the most misunderstood movie in recent history. This movie is not this movie not about the Joker. This movie about Arthur Fleck. I understand the negative reviews. This is not a satisfactory film. Why does he say it's 5-star then? He writes so much. I don't understand why. This guy literally wrote a 2,000-word essay. This guy says the joke is on you. I can see why people don't like this film. However, those wanting a repeat of the first film will be very disappointed. This film is a complete reverse of the first film. Okay, but the idea I pitched was not the first film. Like, it's him just going crazy in the city. I feel like that would be way better than this, what we got.
Sure.
100%.
Nobody's talking about the music, though. I mean, Joker 2, a creative sequel with deep character development and standout performances. That's from Kiyosuk. I don't think that person's ever watched a movie in their life. That's terrible. I can't.
Well, I mean, to play devil's advocate, I do think that Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga did a really great job acting. Am I alone in that?
You're not allowed to play devil's advocate on the show, Kara. We've taken that card from you. This person, Zay Watt, says, surprised I liked it. Oh my gosh. This is not a comic book supervillain story. It's musical numbers, not what I watch. I mean, I love how these people. This is my first 10 out of 10, guys.
Okay.
It's Speed Yev says, you're too dumb for this movie, and it's not your fault. I cannot express how disappointed I am with the general public for rating this movie, but I believe I understand why. Joker 2 is a complex and sophisticated movie that does not hold the viewer's hand. I love how this guy tells me I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And he's the genius. He's the idiot. I'm getting mad right now. He's the idiot. There's no sane person that likes this movie.
No.
I think I got his girlfriend's review right here. It's a negative review, 1 star. It says, I broke up with my boyfriend after watching this. I'm not joking.
I would have too. I like that. I'm not joking. Oh, Kara ditched her fluffy men after they watched this too, man. So,
I sure did.
Jacob, Kara, a movie. You have another review, by the way, Jacob. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, that was the main one. Arthur got the infinite cigarette glitch in the movie because he just always had cigarettes.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
When he gets memorialized at the Oscars, because this will happen eventually, it's going to be like, too bad he smoked in Joker 2. I mean, that's what they're going to be talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, movie torture. Where would MTD be in this movie? Who would he? He'd have to be one of the guards, I guess, right?
He would be.
Yeah.
Would Kara be Harley Quinn? Is Kara Harley Quinn in this movie?
Sure is.
Producer Gary is Joker because he's.
Oh, I thought we were gonna just dog producer Gary like we do. Be like he was the guy that walked up to the Joker and was like, "I heard you're a good kisser."
Oh yeah, I heard you're a good kisser. Oh my gosh, old PG man, you got to do a show with producer Gary Carey. You'll experience something unlike nobody's ever experienced.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about anything. He's very forgetful. Anyway, Kara, movie torture, movie gold.
Movie torture.
Easy. Jacob, movie torture, movie gold.
I don't even think the category of movie torture is even fair anymore. I think it's beyond movie torture.
It's
this
movie
was
sinus infection.
It was. This was like movie like.
It was bad.
I don't even. It was bad. It was so bad.
Okay, in the history of this show, I experienced TMNT 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, and I got TMNT PTSD. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And then I was hit over the head with Batman and Robin, which at that point I was like, this is hands down the worst movie. And it stood for months, like for almost a year. I would say it's not as bad as Batman and Robin on the show. You can go back and listen. Then I got experience with the J-Lo movie, The Backup Plan. And I was like, actually, this might be worse than Batman and Robin. This is a terrible movie. We watched Cocaine Shark. And I was like, this one's pretty bad, but I don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
And then we watched 3,000 Miles to Graceland. And that movie was horrible. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. But here's the thing. I would watch all of those movies on a loop for a week before I would ever watch Joker 2 again. This
Yeah.
is hands down the worst movie I've ever watched in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the worst.
so
I
bad.
can't. I walked out of Eyes Wide Shut back in the day. I didn't
Okay.
like that movie. I walked out of Dungeons and Dragons back in 1999. Not the new one. We're talking the Christopher Lambert crap.
Yeah, but the
And
new
I
one's
walked-
bad too.
Yeah, and I walked out of The Thin Red Line, which was supposed to be a very moody World War II Saving Private Ryan kind of movie. Walked out of those 3 movies in my life, and Battlefield Earth. 4 movies I walked out of.
Okay.
They're all better than this.
Wow.
I would rather watch Battlefield Earth. Now we're gonna have that on the show,
Okay.
and we will talk about that. But
Like,
Jacob,
if they made
Karen,
another
this is terrible.
Joker and
I'm not
everybody was
going.
like, "It's amazing," I'm still never watching it. I'm never.
Yeah. I'm
never
turning it on.
watching
I
it
don't wanna
again.
see it. I have never.
never, I will never watch another Joker with Joaquin Phoenix.
No.
They-
No.
They could bring the corpse of Heath Ledger back, and I would rather watch a dead Heath Ledger pretend to be the Joker than Joaquin Phoenix be the
Absolutely.
Joker. This
Yes.
was terrible. This was the worst movie. I do not think it could get worse than this on this show.
Yeah.
And that's
this
saying a
was
lot because we watch a lot of
horrendous.
crap.
Yeah.
This was terrible. Listeners, please, if you're listening to this movie podcast episode, do not watch Joker 2. We are not, there should be a warning on the front. You will be bored. It's
so
boredom
disappointing.
will happen. Yeah, it's so disappointing. It's the worst. It's
Yeah.
the worst. MTD, do not go watch it. Sometimes he gets a wild hair and watches a movie after we talk about it. But this one,
No.
please don't
Not this
waste
one.
your time. Yeah. Well,
And
hey,
the whole
for
time, I
Karen.
was just so uncomfortable the whole time watching it. I was so
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Well, you did have a sinus infection.
Well,
I mean-
that's not even, that was the perk of that.
There was the sinus
That was the
infection.
best part.
Yeah,
that was the best part.
of that day. It was just like it was just uncomfortable.
Is that your couch back there in your background? Is that where you watch your movies or what?
Yes, it is. That's why I thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a movie. I think I have a mirror just like that in my living room.
It's a Target special.
I think I have one just like that.
Oh yeah. This is the scene of the crime. This is where I do.
Is it like brass gold around it?
is.
Yes, I have that same one. I'm gonna take a picture and show it to you when we get off the air. I'm pretty sure that's the one.
Okay.
Anyway, my wife got it. I didn't buy it. Okay, for Kara,
got good
for
taste.
Jacob.
She's got good taste.
She does. Well, she married me, so she has the best taste. You can hear more of Jacob and Kara on Reality Redux, which is going to be dropping on the Hopecast Network. We're excited about that. You guys are great. Angie's on there. If you like Angie, you just heard her on Movie Torture Beetlejuice, which was
Yes.
way better than this movie.
It was.
It's so much better. My name is Brad. We will see you next time on Movie Torture. Okay, let's knock out the last one. We'll be done.
What?
Let's knock out the last one and we'll